Hello guys, so my name is Yeli from Serenity by Yeli, and today I am recording my first ever studio vlog, so bear with me. And I'm really excited that you guys are gonna follow me along throughout a whole day of what it is to be working in my shop. So hopefully you'll like it, and let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you guys really want me to keep on doing, and I'll try to keep on doing some more. So the first thing we do after getting ready is driving to school, right?
Yeah.
Look at that scrunchie. Okay, so drop off is done. Now I gotta drive back home. I have a lot of work to do today, and I'm going to be working in, I think, 2 of my shops. I don't know. I'll bring you guys along every step of the way. I am riding upstairs in our elevator. We live in an apartment building. So as you see, I have my mask on. We have to wear it in here all times, so we only take it off when we're inside our apartment. And I just want to show you guys how snugly it fits. You know, it's really a nice fit, and it's a little bit looser here, but it is snug on this side. So just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so it's 9. I just wanted to show you guys what I was sewing yesterday. Look at all these mega jumbo scrunchies. Look, this is my hand. Look at how they fit, and I love it. I wanted to make some in cotton because I see a lot of them made with silk, and even though it's cute and I love the look of silk, what I feel is that with the cotton fabric there's so many more patterns and so many more vivid colors, especially right now for spring and summer. I think these are great. And then I have a whole bunch of masks, so let me just also bring that down here that I was sewing yesterday. Let me just show you the mask. Look at that. I need to put all these away, file them in order. The ones in the bottom are in order, but the ones on top are the ones that I need to put away. I've been sewing them. So that's what I did over the weekend. I typically don't work over the weekend. You know what, I'm going to turn the camera around. Yeah, so that's kind of what I did over the weekend. I typically don't work on weekends, but you know, I felt like I had so much to do that I wanted to get going on that, and I didn't want to wait too long for making new masks for myself, because I'm making also masks with the cotton comfort strap. I don't know if you guys have seen that in my mask shop, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I have 3 Etsy shops. I have an Etsy shop where I show where I sell jewelry. I have another Etsy shop where I sell masks and scrunchies, and I have a sticker shop with my daughter. That being said, it's a lot of stuff going on. I'm hoping that the sticker shop is going to just end up being my daughter's. I don't really want to be running that one by myself so much, so I really want her to take over, but I need to help her get all that started. She's just 10 years old, and I might need to help her for a couple of years as well. But she is going to be doing all the social media for that one, so that's a big load off, and really just doing the other stuff is not that terrible for me to help her with. So all the scrunchies that you saw, I also made them because she really wanted a big scrunchie, and I was like, okay, you know what, I know how to make them. Let me just go ahead and do that for you and put that cotton fabric to good use. Hopefully you guys will like it, and it's a huge mega scrunchie, and I know those are real big statement pieces that people like to wear right now, and I mostly see them made out of silk. but I decided I wanted to make them in cotton prints because I feel that they're just so bright and nice and fun. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and start my day, start my work. But first I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands very well so I can take all that peanut butter out of my hands, and I'll see you guys in a bit. One of the first things I need to do today is take some pictures. I am just gonna flip the camera over so that you guys can see how my setup for taking pictures looks like. This is how I have my light box set up, and it is by no means perfect, but it does work for me. So this little tent I got ages ago, and I've tried so many other things and I just have not been able to find anything good. And this is just a foam board. Oh, it's not plugged in. I was going to show you guys like how bright it makes everything, but I was just taking pictures for the mini kits, face mask making kits that I put up on the shop yesterday. So yeah, this is my setup. Simple. I just turn on those lights. I turn on the light above as well. Yeah, there, you can see it now. Turn these two on and just take my pictures. And then I, of course, have to edit them as well. But I wanted to show you guys what my picture taking setup looks like. I want to share with you guys my process for getting ready to start working with my jewelry. For those of you who don't know, I like to imbue my jewelry with Reiki. So I need to first do an energetic cleanse. I've done one on myself already, and I always like to light a little bit of Palo Santo. So let me just show you guys. I love the smoke of Palo Santo, but I live in an apartment and our smoke detector is right out of my studio, so I never want to set that off. So I just smudge the area around, kind of give it a good nice cleansing so that I can start with fresh bright energy. And then what I like to do is I like to open up a Reiki session and do a little bit of a gratitude prayer, thanking the energy for all the healing and all the wonderful things that are going to be taking place. So you guys won't know exactly what's going on, but this is what I'm going to be doing right now. And now I'm giving Reiki to this whole studio to cleanse the energy. And energy cleansing, guys, is something that needs to be done daily. You know, it's like showering. We pick up a lot of stuff when we're out and about, and even inside our homes, like depending on who we live with or what the home situation is, you can just pick a lot of it up from home directly. So, and once I'm done, I just say thank you, and you know, always gratitude. That's super important. So yeah, it's very important. It's something that I do daily, and Reiki is great for that. You can also smudge, like if you don't have Reiki, there are many other things that you can do, like crystal smudging. There's a ton of things that you can do to help yourself that way. I'm gonna bring you guys now to the mat with me so that you can see all the jewelry that I have to get ready for today. So right now I'm going to be making my little minimalist 7 chakra bracelet, and I'm just going to make a few of those. So I'm just collecting the beads that I need for each of them and kind of putting them in order. But I have my tackle boxes with beads. I'm sure you can hear me shuffling them, and that's what I get my beads from. So what I typically like to use, and let me see where my ruler went. Found it. So it was in a drawer. So what I like to do is I like to use my ruler to kind of put my my little beads against it. So, you know, I have my method, and then sometimes there's one here or there that are not the quality that I like, so I need to replace it. Sometimes there are beads that I just can't, not even by drilling them, I can't get the oops, I'm sorry about that. Hope I didn't make you guys dizzy. Okay, so this is carnelian, this is yellow calcite, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green aventurine, and I also need some amazonite and sodalite. Okay, so I've got sodalite here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's leave those there until I've gathered the amazonite. Oh my gosh, I don't have that many of these, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna leave some of these over here because I don't think they're, some of them look kind of wonky to me, so I'll be exchanging those when it's time to bead the bracelets. This is the sodalite, and now let me get amethyst and the black obsidian beads that oh, the red jasper. Yeah, I need the red jasper. Oh gosh, beads are flying everywhere. So 1, 2, 3. So for this chakra bracelet, even though these little lighter ones are also red jasper, I try to choose the ones that are a little bit more vibrant, if you will. So these that look a little brownish pinkish, I just save those for when I'm making only yeah, so let's take this one out as well, for when I'm making other styles of bracelets. But here's the thing, I'm gonna be phasing out of working with these tiny beads because it takes me like triple the time to make a bracelet with these beads than it takes me with the larger beads. And people typically think, well, it's smaller beads, it should be cheaper. Yes and no, because what I don't spend in beads, I spend in time getting a hold of these little tiny things. And in honesty, even though I don't charge more for them, they should be more expensive because it takes me double the time, right? So if you factor, even if you factor a super cheap price of, you know, $14, $15 an hour, which is, I don't know if that's a minimum wage, but when I go to Aldi's, I see that they're offering $14.50 for associates, right? So let's say that that's what I'm gonna charge. I should be charging like $5 more per bracelet when I do these. Yeah, I don't do that, right? So I'm going to be phasing out of these. The only reason that I haven't just yet is because these sell very well, and I don't know, I haven't decided to take the plunge, but I'm going to very soon. So here's my thread, and I need to put these little thingies on top of my glasses because if I don't do that, oh my gosh guys, I just won't be able to see much. Okay. So let me see how this is gonna work, me beading these things here with yeah, let me just try and get the light. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let me see how I can get this light closer. Okay, here we go. And I might just speed this process out, but I'll bead one here in camera so you guys can see it. I usually like to grab a couple of beads at a time. Yeah, these amethyst beads, oh my gosh guys, You know, sometimes they say they're going to bring a certain size hole and they don't. And that's another thing. These holes are so tiny that I can only fit this dainty cord in there. And yeah, it makes it harder for everything. So this is why, guys, I'm going to be phasing out of those. And if you see anybody selling these with tiny beads, just be appreciative and just understand. This one has a defect. I knew it. I'm having trouble finding even my supplier. Oh gosh, yeah, the other day I had issues. I don't know if you've guys seen that the black tourmaline bracelets have been out of stock for a while, but I'm happy. I think I'm gonna have them back in stock. I had to talk to my supplier, and then they had to talk to quality control, and their quality control department then reach out. Let me just make sure I have everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to mess anything up, and then, you know, I'm working and talking and filming a video. So okay, so they said that their quality control department was going to get back to me about what I told them, and then they were like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, we pulled out all those beads that are not up to our standards, so you can order again confidently and just, you know, send the bad ones over to return. It's been a hard process. I've been trying to find good quality black tourmaline forever, and this supplier, they sell them for like, I don't know, 4 times the price of other suppliers, but then at least they listen. So you know, that's good. And they told me that all their beads are now good, so I'm going to be placing that order as well today. And yeah, I'm going to have them up. You see, another one that has a little issue. And this is the thing, this is why I put my mega glasses on, because the magnifier's on. I need to put the magnifiers on, otherwise I won't be able to see what I'm doing. You see this? Okay, so I'm just gonna speed record this because I know it's gonna get a little bit boring for you guys to just see me do this over and over. So now I'm going to be braiding all of this, and here's the thing. I don't remember. I wish I remember which YouTube channel I saw this trick on so I could give her credit. So it's definitely not my original idea, but when making these like adjustable type of clasp. Oh, this is a black one. I was almost gonna grab the wrong thread. So it helps so much keeping the threads like these. I used to have a whole different thing. I've done them so many different ways, but this is by far my favorite way to do this. And then I just do an overhand knot and make sure that it goes down as evenly as possible. And this process here doesn't have to be perfect because I cut enough thread that I know there's extra, and I tighten this really well, but not so well that then it won't close, because I've done that before too, and then I've had to end up replacing the bracelet for the customer. And yeah, so there are plenty of tutorials on how to do this type of macrame knot and beading. If you guys are a shop owner like me and you kind of want to learn how to do these, then check out, there's plenty of tutorials that do this. So I'm not going to be explaining that here, but I just want you guys to just kind of see what the process is for me to make one of these from start to finish, because I know that many of you are interested in that. So here we go, we're going to be doing that. And also, guys, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and that way also, if you turn notifications on, you will be able to see a notification whenever I upload a new video. So that is also something you might want to consider doing. And if you like these types of vlogs, studio vlogs, also be sure to hit the like button, just so that I know what it is that you guys like the most. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to pause because my Roomba started, and I want to pause that. I don't want that background noise for us here. Like I was saying, just be sure to hit the like button if you like these studio vlogs, and if you want to see me do more of these. I have so many ideas for videos that I haven't had time to make all of them, but I'm going to try to be working on that more this week. But as soon as I say I'm going to do that, something happens and I end up not being able to do that. So I'm going to finish braiding all of these. I don't want to just bore you guys in camera with this. I'm going to glue them up, braid them all, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm packaging orders, just so that you can kind of see a little bit how I do my packaging. And yeah, I got another order this morning, and I'm going to try to get that one out, because I'm trying to go to the post office just a couple of times a week, because I need to make better use of my time and just not go to the post office that frequently. It's just not the best for me, especially because the few times that I did not wait in line for my orders to my packages to be scanned, I had some issues with some of the orders. And with COVID and everything, I don't feel comfortable standing in such a small space with so many people in there, and then some people just don't mind their distance. I don't know. It's a very stressful situation going to the post office right now. So what I'm trying to do is that my post office opens up really early in the morning. So what I try to do is have everything ready the day before, so that I can go first thing in the morning, right after I drop my daughter off from school. And then, there are people in there, but not that many. And at least I'm by myself, so I don't have her with me. Because when I do have her with me, it's just not I don't feel comfortable just going in there for so long with her. And I'm fully vaccinated. I have my 2 shots already, but she's not. And who knows when kids are going to be able to get that, right? So who knows? I kind of I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll do it for myself, but for her, well, let's see how that goes first before making any type of decisions like that, even if it were to be ready. I do know they started the trials right now, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, back to where I was saying. I I'm okay waiting in line in the post office by myself. I'd rather not do it that often, but when I'm with her, I really just don't feel comfortable doing that. So in order for you guys' packages to arrive safely, or at least for me to have a tracking that is tracking, because then it would just not track, or I don't know, so many crazy things would happen. And the guy at my post office is great, but he doesn't work alone. Sometimes he has other people there helping, and I don't know if the person that was helping him was not scanning all the packages, if they were having problems with their scanning guns, or what was going on. But it was not fun having to remake so many orders and having people just mad at me. Like, this one lady was like, please send my package, you haven't sent it. And I'm like, oh, you know what, I don't send you the message that says that I went to the post office and sent it until I come back from the post office. So if I send you a message saying, hey, listen, not the Etsy message, because Etsy gives you a message when I print the label. They're like, hey, your order's on your way. Well, it's not. What it means is that I printed your label and I'm going to package your order. Or I'm going to work on your order, right? But then once you do have the label, once I do have everything packaged, is what I was saying. I'm sorry, not the label. So once I have everything packaged, and go to the post office and come back, I send you a message saying, you know what, I dropped it off. And of course, I also understand that there are a lot of people that do shady things with orders. So I can't totally blame that person for thinking that I had not sent their order. But you know, the way they were, it was like, and I ended up sending another order. I should have stuck to my guns, because I like to tell people, well, we need to give it a few days. But then this person really needed one of the bracelets. And I'm very, like, I don't know, I'm very empathetic with you guys, because if you need something fast, because I don't know, I think this was one of the ADHD bracelets. I don't know if one of them was that. I don't know. I know that, you know, this person needed one of those bracelets for a family member or for themselves. I don't remember. But I felt like, oh gosh, you know, what if this order does not turn up? Because it happened. Some of the other orders did not turn up. And this was a big order, mind you. So I had to repeat it. I sent it the next day, and yeah, voila. A day after I sent the replacement order, it started tracking. So had I waited the 3 days that I tell people to wait, and she ended up getting the first order first, and the second order, I did tell her to please just refuse the package so that it would be sent back to me, and she did that. So I'm grateful that she did do that. But yeah, you know, I don't like my honesty being questioned that way. So lesson learned. I'm staying at the post office. I'm sucking it up over there. You know, it's like, okay, tough it up, buttercup. And standing in line, waiting for my packages to be scanned. Just so that I know at least they're scanning. And if something happens after that, that's completely out of my control. I can't control post office times. I cannot control how fast or slow they're going to ship. They don't even promise or guarantee that themselves. They only have estimated delivery times. The only service that they do guarantee is their Priority Express mail, which is their most expensive one. That, I don't know, I think it starts at $20-something, and it's the overnight one. And even that one, they've added to the older times. So right now, what they're doing is that I think they added 1 or 2 days to each of their estimated shipping times. So I know that first class, instead of being it used to be what, 3 to 5 business days. No, I'm sorry, priority mail, it used to be 1 to 2 days, then they changed it 2 to 3, now it's 2 to 4. So priority mail can take up to 4 days to get to you guys. Estimated, not guaranteed. So if it takes 10 days, it is what it is. You know, they won't help you out in any way. The only good thing about priority mail is that it is insured. So if it really doesn't get to you, then they will be able to do something about that. Oh, and here's the other thing. I don't know if you guys know, but for the post office, the mailing, like when there's theft from your porch, that's a federal offense because mail should not be stolen. So in this case, like Etsy wants you guys, like as a seller, they stand by the seller saying, well, you know, it was delivered, you just have an issue in your neighborhood, and the seller of a small business can't be responsible for that issue. So unless you insured your package, which if you did, you do also have to take up that claim with the post office, because I don't even know if they paid like after they deliver it. And I know this is kind of like a gray area, because if they don't give it to you in your hand and they leave it in your porch, you know, I understand all of that. But yeah, but they want you to file a police report. And also, like what I tell people to do is contact the post office and place a missing mail claim, so that they can be sure to check the coordinates where the post office employee scanned it. Because if it was not mail theft, but it was that maybe the post office employee scanned it as delivered 2 blocks away from your house, and your 2 block away neighbor never just comes and gives you your package, then that is something that their insurance will pay if it's priority mail or insured. So yeah, a little bit of information. I don't know if you guys were interested in that or not, but you know, and it doesn't work just with packages you order from Etsy. It's from anything, even the things that you send by yourself to other people. If you insure them, just be aware that once the package shows as scanned, I don't know if that's when they feel that they've terminated their liability process with you. Okay, so like I said, I'm just gonna end up braiding all of these, and then I'll be back once I'm gonna start packaging. Okay, I need to go ahead and cut all these tags in half, and like in half, and open little holes on them. So I'm gonna do that right now. So you guys saw me get the bracelets ready. You saw me restock some bracelets that I was out of. I like to do Reiki, and like I have a Reiki session open right now. So Reiki has been going into those bracelets with the intention of helping the intentions of you or whoever purchased it. So you saw me knot the bracelets, cut the macrame, the cord that I use for the macrame, knotting. You saw me braid all those macrame knots. Well, some of them, it was a lot. I also had to cut the tags like I showed you, and the bracelets now I snip the ends, and they're drying with glue. So then I have to make sure that they are the proper size, because even when you measure, you know, the knotting, not everything is the same all the time, because I'm not a machine, so I make things a little bit differently each time. So I really have to measure again and just make sure that they are the size that you guys wanted it to be. And I also need to get cutting all the other cards that I showed you guys, because I'm looking at them right now, because it makes the whole packaging process simpler and easier if I have everything cut already. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. It's 1:54 right now, and for like 1:50 right now. In 4 minutes I need to start getting ready to go pick my daughter up from school. But I wanted to just quickly show you guys how because the bracelets, I already checked that the sizes are correct. I already separated them into their orders, but I kind of want to show you guys how I packaged them, because I'm not going to show you the labels, so I turned them the other way, you see. But I put each bracelet that goes with each order in these packages with these little plastic bags, just so that I don't mess up, because when you're working with a whole bunch of bracelets at the same time, it's very easy to just swap one from one place to another. So I put them there and keep them there throughout the whole process, where I get the little gemstone intention cards that I include with each package. And you'll see me do that once I come back, but I kind of wanted to show you this before I left. Before can't talk today. I kind of wanted to show you this before leaving to go get my daughter. Okay, so I'm at the carpool. Well, not technically at the carpool. I'm outside of the school because they don't open the gates yet. So we have to kind of wait for that to happen. And I just wanted to share with you guys that I have been so happy in the driving here, looking at all the trees and the foliage. You know, it's just like so beautiful. You see a tree that hasn't fully started sprouting yet, and next day you see that it's really advanced in the sprouting. So like a miracle overnight, right? And I just wanted to share that I think spring is my favorite season, not only because of everything's blooming and all that and flowers and all, but also I love the weather. The spring weather is just perfect for me. Where I'm from, we just have tropical weather, so weather is pretty much the same all the time, except some months you can see more rain than others, but it's not really much of a difference in like degrees wise. So to be able to experience all the seasons, that's kind of cool. Even though I do have to admit that being too hot or too cold is not something I enjoy that much, but if I have to choose, I'll go for cold always. Well, at least for now. I don't know, maybe 20 years from now I'll go for for warm. I don't know how my body temperature is going to be, but right now and until now I've gone for cold. And when I was living in Maryland, I couldn't really experience all the weather, all the seasons, because the weather was either hot or cold. We basically had like 1 week of spring or 1 week of fall, and that was it. Then it was just either the cold came or it's hot again. So yeah, that's nice. And right now I might not be able to show you guys, because then yeah, for privacy reasons I won't be able to show you guys this tree that I have in front of me, but it's super cute, super cool. So let me know what your favorite season is. Comment down below. And actually guys, you know, if you really like these types of videos, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button so that I know to make more vlogs, studio vlogs or days in the life. So, you know, hit the like button or subscribe, and hit the notification bell, turn it on so that you get notifications every time I upload a video. So I'm gonna pick her up, then I have to go back home and finish packaging, because there's still a lot of stuff that I need to do, and I'm hoping to record some ASMR packaging videos. So in this vlog I might just do a speed up of it, but at least you guys can kind of get a glimpse of my packaging process. And the other thing is, like, if there's anything specific that you guys want to see me do, you know, leave me a comment. if it's something that I can do, I'll be sure to go ahead and do it. Happy to do that. So yeah, I'm going to read. I love reading. I read with my Kindle. Before becoming a mom, I would love paper books. But then we were co-sleeping. It was the only way to get any sleep at all. My daughter had reflux and colic, and it was very hard. She would not fall asleep on her own. And the only way I discovered that I could sleep was having her co-sleep with us. It took us, a lot of tries and techniques and things to get her out of our bed and into her own, but we managed. We ended up little by little doing that. But hey, I needed to sleep, and when you need to sleep, you do whatever you need to do. So for me, getting a Kindle was a Mother's Day's gift that I gave myself. It was the best gift ever because I was able to read again, and now I need reading glasses, right? So being able to also have that font, that whichever size I want it, is also so cool. So I'm actually sad that I really can't read paper books as well anymore because it makes my eyes so tired. And with the Kindle, it's just so easy and so nice. And hey, just so you know, this is not a sponsored video or anything. It's just me sharing a product that I really love in case you guys do. And let me know if you guys like to read, if you prefer paper, if you also have Kindles, and yeah, be sure to let me know what your favorite books are. I'd love to hear from you guys about that. Okay, bye. I want to read a little bit, and then I'll be back to kind of show, after I package and all that, I'll be back with you guys to kind of close the day and do a wrap up of the day, because after I get home from school, I'm quite busy with my daughter. I'm helping her or feeding her, or she'll come to me plenty of times and just ask me things. So, and I also like to spend some time with her. So there's a point in the day where I still work while she's home, but then after dinner I like to stop so that we can share and do something together, because I think this is also something that's very important. And yeah, okay, gonna read. See you later. These are the little cards that I've been cutting, the little tags. I use those for the gift wrapping, and these are like my cards, and as you can see, I need some. And for the mini gemstones that I include as a gift, I add one per order, so I need to cut some of those as well. So this is something that I'm going to bring you guys along with, just so that you can see how I do that, and maybe do a little bit of cutting ASMR. See if you guys enjoy that. So that's it for all the cutting. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start packaging. I promised you an end of the day check-in, and this is what I'm doing. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had a Reiki session in the morning, and then I had 2 Reiki sessions in the evening. Well, not evening, afternoon, whatever, after we came back from school. And I just sent messages to everybody confirming and letting them know that I shipped their items, because I took them all to the post office. And I am also checking in on orders that should have been delivered, and if they're not, and if there's been a delay or something, I've been notifying the buyer as well. USPS is having a lot of hiccups still. They still haven't increased. Yeah, we have some alarms and reminders going on because we're kind of getting ready for bedtime here. It's 9 p.m. So yeah, so what I was saying, USPS is having so many hiccups lately, and it's just been terrible because I want people to receive their items fast, yet there's nothing I can do to make USPS not have these hiccups. And actually, I kind of, sympathize with them, because I know they have an increased demand or volume of packages that they're dealing with, and I know they're short of personnel to just accommodate such high demand that came upon them like so fast, and they still haven't been able to kind of do that yet. But in any case, it's still a bummer, because even though I feel for them, I also don't like that my buyers are not getting their items in time, right? I usually want to wow you guys. I want you guys to feel happy and, just be super, super excited and have a great experience from my shop. And this kind of just drops that down a little bit. And it's just a factor that's completely out of my control. So yeah, so I did those messages as well. I'm going to be editing some videos until I go to bed. I'm also setting up some email lists. I'm doing a whole bunch of things. So yeah, just thank you for joining me today and just being here with me throughout this day. And again, let me know if you guys like these types of videos. I'm happy to keep on doing them for you. Bye. Have a wonderful night, evening, day, whenever you're watching this. Bye, guys.